Record on this computer. Okay, so we're recording. All right, you guys, so welcome to our team call. I'm super excited. So for those of you that might not know me, my name is Melina Schraben, and Casey reached out and asked me to lead the call tonight. They, a lot of the team is participating in a retreat down in, I think it's in Atlanta, I think. But I've been seeing posts and oh my gosh, I love that those guys got to experience that. And they were in like an old church and I was just like, holy cow, that's so cool. But I get to share with you guys tonight about dream sessions, and it's not just going to be me. I'm going to kind of give you guys the structure of it a little bit, but we are going to have a number of our teammates share dream sessions, why they decided to do a dream session, how it's changed their life, how it's changed their business, and some of them are going to show you guys and some of them are just going to talk, and so that's all good. But you guys, before we get started, I want to kind of share with you guys a couple of things that I have become super passionate about, and those things are affirmation cards. So I know you guys know affirmation cards, and if you know me well, you know I'm all about affirmation cards and I'm always handing them out. But you guys, I definitely encourage you to get your hands on some affirmation cards. I have these right now. I don't know if you guys can read this. Is my computer making it backwards? It probably is. But these are called the Power of Thought cards. And then you can also get Ask and It Is Given cards. So I pull cards all the time. You know, if I'm in a situation or if I have something going on in my life or I want some guidance. You guys know me very, very well. I'm a very faithful person. I read the Bible all the time. And I had a hard time with affirmation cards, and I had a hard time with crystals and things like that. I'm going to talk about crystals here in just a second. At first, it was too abstract for me, you know. But, you know, as I've grown in this journey, they have been a complete game changer for me. And I truly believe that God puts everything in our lives and in our paths for a reason. But so I said a little prayer before I hopped on the Zoom tonight because we're all human, and I'm like, okay, I have to make sure that everybody is going to hear what they need to hear. So I pulled my card. I asked for a little bit, you know, of inspiration. And my card said, I deserve the best and I accept the best now. And I'm not going to read the rest, but, you know, that was just like, okay, you know, so the cards are great and they're great to pull, and they're great to pull when you're thinking about a person and give them as a gift. So give them to your team. I definitely encourage you guys to get your hands on affirmation cards for sure. And then something else, you guys, that I've become pretty passionate about is crystals. In particular, one crystal, it's called selenite. And I have one right here. This is just a hand selenite stone. But so selenite is great, you guys, for cleansing, light, and protection. I'm actually reading. I don't have this memorized. But it's actually a physically weak stone, but it's a very strong metaphysical stone. And I just feel like that, you know, represents, you know, me and my journey really, really well. You know, and it helps people connect with their highest level of consciousness. So I just really encourage you guys, you know, we're not going to have a Zoom next week because it's going to be Christmas Eve, but take some time, you guys, to tap into other resources for energy and for inspiration. You know, this can be a crazy, 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 crazy journey. And so pull from all those sources. And actually the person that introduced me to crystals is Mariah. And was actually at the retreat. So I'm not sure if Mariah Norton, if you guys know who she is, but awesome person to connect on that. So I wanted to share those two things with you guys before we got started tonight. Definitely worth taking a look at. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and PM me. So you guys, we're going to talk about dream sessions tonight, but before we get going, a couple of announcements. Like I said, we will not have a team call next week. Next Monday is Christmas Eve already. I can't believe it. It's crazy. And we have the 10% off, you guys, through the 31st, which is awesome. This is the most crucial time to start planting seeds and reaching out to people. We have some exciting challenges going on. Look for things on, you know, Facebook pages, and people are going live about challenges for January. Whatever fits you, you know, join one of those, you guys. What else am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's it. Hold on, Casey messaged me. I want to make sure that I have everything. Oh, NYKO, you guys. So NYKO is officially sold out. But you can get tickets on Isagenix Business and Isagenix Events. So if you guys are still looking to get to NYKO, try. And then yes, thank you, Amanda. You're thebomb.com. Global Celebration tickets, you guys, through January 20th are only $149. We have already gotten our tickets. We've already gotten a ticket and given it away. So you guys do that. And that's the best thing you can do is pay it forward. So $149 and they jump to $179 and they go up to like $250 or something like that. I'm not sure, but don't worry about it. Get it by January 20th. Okay, you guys. So dream sessions and vision boards. And like I said, I'm going to turn this over, you guys, to a number of people on our team, and they're going to share about, why you should be doing them. So you guys, if you're not familiar, most of us are familiar with vision boards. Casey talks about them all the time and the importance of having them. I have mine right here across from my computer in the office, and it's just all what I've envisioned for my life. And I stand in front of that thing every single day. And, there's things on there that seem unattainable, but there's things that I'm like, holy cow, we just built that house that's on the vision board. And I'm not going to take it down because it's a constant reminder that, dreams come true. But dream sessions, you guys, if you're a little confused tonight, this is all you need to do. You need to go to the Isagenix business page on Facebook, and you need to search for Trudy Maples. Trudy Maples. Can somebody drop that in the chat for me, please? Trudy Maples dream session. And it was on August 15th. And she does an incredible Facebook Live, and she walks you through it. And you guys, you can't do it wrong. You cannot do a dream session wrong. So I'm just going to kind of show you a little bit of structure. I tried to draw this on a really small piece of paper. Okay, is this so you guys can kind of see? So this says Melina's dream session, and at the top, and you can do this any way you want. So make sure you watch the live video. Okay, but 8-star crystal executive, 20-star executive. That's my ultimate goal, guys. That's where I'm going. That's where I want to be. And then on the right side, you write down your personal, family, marriage, giving, vacations, whatever categories you want, and you write your dreams down. So my personal might be, I want to get my nails done every week and I don't want to worry about it. I want to get my hair done. I want to do whatever I want. I want to get massages. I want to take care of myself. Anything that you desire, write it down. And then on the left here, you guys, thank you guys for dropping those in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. You write your business goals. So what business goals do you have? So I want to be at 2-star by NYKO, or I want to be 3-star by NYKO, or, I want to be 4-star by Celebration next year. Whatever your business goals are, and get really specific. I want to attend I want to be a core 4 event attender all the time. And then your IPAs, which are your actual action tasks. So income producing activities, IPAs, it's not a beer. But these are the things that you're actually going to do to make those happen. So how many messages are you going to be sending a day? How many people are you going to be connecting with a day? What's the next event that you're getting to? What are the things that you're going to be doing that are going to make these business goals happen? And if these business goals happen, then all these dreams come true. It's amazing how it works. So, but with all that being said, you guys, I am going to turn it over to some of our lovely team members. So you guys, when I kind of start talking to you, please unmute yourself so I don't have to go find you. That would be great. But I'm pretty sure I saw everybody hop on here. But I'm going to have Mindy. Mindy, I know I talked to you. Hi. Mindy, you here, girl?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of let you take the floor, babe, and talk about the dream session that you and I did. Was it last fall? It was in the fall, I think.
Yeah, it was in the fall, and I had never even really heard of a dream session until you came to me with it. And I think it was like a month after we came back from Celebration that we did it. So we were still pretty amped up and everything. And I remember we did it right before my sip and sample, and I actually had my dream session hanging up at the entranceway of my house, and people were just like coming in. They're like, "What is this? Like, why do you have all this stuff written out?" And I never really thought about doing this before, but it just makes a lot of sense, because when you see your goals and you see your dreams and you see all your wants like at the forefront of your mind every day, it just makes you work that much harder for it. And there might be times where that it might not be at your forefront, but when you're walking past it and you're seeing that, like it just does amazing things for your soul.
Awesome. Thank you, Mindy. And you have some awesome goals. I love your goals, girl.
I did. Grease, baby, grease.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, and once you hop off, if you can mute yourselves out, that would be awesome. Okay, thank you, Mindy. All right, and then let's have Tori go. Tori, I saw you. I know I saw you.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. So Tori, so I specifically messaged everybody before tonight, kind of, so we wouldn't overlap. But Tori has been doing some pretty amazing things, and this all kind of started to evolve after some things took place. So Tori, you know where I'm going with this, so I'm gonna let you take over.
Okay, so I had actually made my vision board, which was a little, you know what, it took me a long time to do this because as a teacher, I really didn't dream about things that were realistic or in my reach. So this was a fun exercise to think about things that, are going to be in my future. So this is something that Scott and I plan together, and I'm looking at it right now in my office with, like pictures of Dream House, and we talk about like our someday beach house, but we talk about these things like we know they're going to happen. And part of what Melina and I talked about addressing tonight was just the fact that this spurs me into action and gets me to not only to the Core 4 events like this. Actually, I'm going to NYKO with Melina in a few weeks, and I went to Philadelphia with her to ICU earlier this year. I was at Nashville for Celebration, so this will be my third one already, like within a calendar year. So NYKO wasn't really on my radar, but it was on my vision board, and now I will be there in a few weeks, which is awesome. So I was already going to be out in Phoenix for Christmas break, but I made it happen where I could stay longer and take a week off of school. And it's that idea that Mindy was just referring to. When it's in front of you and it's staring you in the face all the time, you can't really pass that up. It's like, it's on my board. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to go. As far as creating events here at home and spurring me into action, I've had some different events at yoga studios. I had an awesome one at a bank where I had like Casey call in last week, and got a lot of good action from that, where I've got a few people that want to enroll and even talk about the opportunity side. So part of what gets me into that action, I'm looking at part of my dream session that Melina did with me, and business-wise, it was like a certain amount of days I wanted to be director, a certain amount of days executive, a certain amount of days I wanted 5 people to come to NYKO. That was a lofty goal, but I used to live in Phoenix, so I had this big goal. Well, as of yet, no one's coming with me, but now I told Melina, all right, we're making our own damn event, and I'm going to do a sip and sample out there in Phoenix and invite all my friends there. So I didn't get anybody to NYKO, but you better believe I'm going to get everybody I can over to our rental and my brother's place, and we're going to do what we can. So I'm going to make it happen, even if it's not the exact goal that I set. It's just a matter of working towards it and getting there any way that you can.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Tori. Love it. Yes, you guys, putting it out there is number one. And that's exactly what this is all about, is just putting it out to the universe, And I have things on my vision board that I've had there forever, and I thought by now I would have hit them, but you know what, that's not going to stop me. It drives me. That's the thing, is we put our whys up in front of us so they can look us in the face every single day, and we just make each other better. This team makes each other better, and I love that. I love it. Thank you, Tori. You inspire me, girl. So do you, Mindy. All right. Okay. So next up, Alicia, you're here, dear. I saw you.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Okay. Alicia, I'm going to give a little bit of backstory on you. Are you cool with that?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, you guys. So, I reach out to people. I ask people to do dream sessions. I ask people to do vision boards, and I actually did not reach out to Alicia and say, hey, let's do a dream session. She reached out to me, and, this girl right here inspires me, and I'm excited for her to share what is on her heart and what's going down. And we did this, last week? Was the last? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
literally.
So brand new. So go for it, girl.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I reached out to Melina, and I wanted to do a dream session. I was just feeling kind of down that week, and I kind of wanted to give myself a reason to, kind of keep going with this, So I started Isagenix in August of this last year, and I was doing the products for a couple months, and then I wanted to become an associate. And my mom actually was the first one that I enrolled. And so from there, I saw the dream. I saw everybody, being financially set and having a good time with Isagenix, and I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be a part of the positivity that everybody brings to the group. So from then on, I just wanted to lay out my goals and my dreams and my visions and everything that I wanted to accomplish, because I've never done it before. I never even knew what a dream board was until I started Isagenix. So I'm very thankful for that. So I sat down with Melina and we went through kind of what she had, what mine would kind of look like, if I wanted to do one. And I came up with some good goals and some good visions, and I see myself accomplishing those in the next year or so. So I need to sit down and do another one. But I graduate college in the spring, this upcoming next year, and I'm kind of moving on to the next chapter of my life. So I thought it was a great time to sit down and do these goals. But my message to everybody is that just because, you do these goals and you get these goals down, I feel that I'll be doing these weekly. I always kind of want to keep fresh goals at the forefront of my mind. So I've already sat down and kind of went through what I could accomplish each week instead of each year. So I'm starting to narrow my goals down and make them into steps instead of big goals. So, for example, I have taking my mom to Hawaii for one of my big visions and big goals, because moms rock, am I right? They deserve the world. So I want to take her to Hawaii, but I need to do smaller steps in order to get that goal down officially. So financially, I need to get those goals down. And that's where I see myself with Isagenix, is just helping me get to those visions that I've always planned and wanted to do.
Love it. I'm taking my mom to Hawaii too. I love that. Oh my gosh, Alicia, thank you. I love it. And Alicia, you're young in this journey. I mean, not age-wise, but like your Isagenix journey is very, very young. You just started, but just getting dreams and visions down on paper, game changer for sure. Absolutely. So I love that. I love the breaking down of the goals, girl. I'm going to come to you and you're going to teach me that. I love that. Love it. Okay. Do it. Okay. All right. So Amanda Ball, I just called you Amanda Ball. Amanda Bice. I'm so sorry. You are now married. That was rude. Amanda Bice, you're on here, girl. Fill us with your
Can you hear me?
Bring some Bice energy.
Do I have to share my screen?
No. Do you want to share your screen?
No,
we can see you. We can see you.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So yeah, you can just go.
Since nobody has showed theirs, I'm going to show you guys what it kind of looks like. So my office is a mess. Excuse the mess. But I have it hanging up, and that's my dream session. And then my vision board, I don't know how to hang it up because it's huge, but I'm still adding to that. So we have like our dream home and all the sections, just like on our dream session. And honestly, before Isagenix, I don't think I would have sat down and wrote out my dreams. Like when I had heard Casey talk about vision boards and our team talk about vision boards, I was like, I don't need that. It's fine. I've got them all up here. But really putting it out on to something that I can see visually every day, and to remind me, keep those goals at the forefront, like everyone's been talking about, that just helps. And I thought it was super fun. I was like, I could do this every day. So I'm with you, Alicia. I might do one every week because it's just fun to have that. And then I'm so much more motivated too when I have those goals right there and coming back from the events too, just like that kind of thing. So keeping that motivation for me has really helped. And then, I just want to be able to share that with my team too and get them motivated and really build the business too with the dream sessions. So
thank you. I love it. Guys, the one thing that with the vision boards and dream sessions, in the beginning, I thought this stuff was weird. I'm not going to lie. When Casey was talking about it, and I know that people that, I was connecting with, they thought it was weird too, because I thought it was weird. But now, it's literally become a cultural norm on our team that this is what we do. We dream so dang big, and we talk about it. We talk about it. We put it out to the universe. We're Isagenix millionaires. We act as if. We live as if. We speak as if. And those people are just our vibration is here, and people are hopping on it. I can feel it. 2019 is going to be, I can't wait. Okay, so I didn't see Caitlin on here. Is Caitlin Deja on here? She said she was going to be on here, but I don't hear her. Okay. So, but Kristen is here, and Kristen, she's like, oh dear, I see your face. So I'm going to have Kristen. Kristen's going to be the last one to share tonight, you guys. And Kristen actually took this a step further, and she saw that what we were doing with Dream Sessions, and she took it to her team and started to lead it up with Melanie. So Melanie's on here too. I know that. So I'm going to have you guys kind of speak to what it's like to kind of start doing your own thing with Dream Sessions. I know that when I started doing this, you guys, I had to start with myself. You know, I did my own dream session all by myself. And then I had my own vision board. My vision board's still not complete. I have blank cork spaces everywhere. You know, it's not perfect, you know, but you can't wait until it's perfect. You can't wait until you're ready. You got to stop getting ready to get ready and just go. So, you know, if you have anybody on your heart that you're like, oh, we should do this, do your dream session, dress session with your team. You know, we had a little get together and we did these side by side too. But you know, Kristen, I'm going to have you kind of speak to what it was like what was your motivation to do it? And, you know, if I'm wrong, I think you did it alongside your team, but I don't know. You tell us, Kristen, go for it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
What?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's for me or if it's for everybody.
I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to go then, hopefully. So I have, I'm a little bit different. I'm removed from the Kalamazoo area, so it was hard for me to, you know, join in on everyone's.
Hey, Kristen.
Yep.
Guys, is it weird for anybody else? Is it like, it's okay. So it's hard to hear you. You're like waving in and out. I don't know.
Let me jump on my phone.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm jumping on my
All
phone.
good. We've all had technical difficulties. Like horribly. Especially me.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, you might need to get off your computer. Now you're muted.
How about now?
Yes. Woo!
Hey.
We have volume. Woo! Okay.
You know what's funny is I work in IT too.
It's all good. Can you turn the volume up on your phone? All right, yes.
Okay, so I went to ICU with Melina and Amanda was there, and everyone kept talking about their why. Like, you know, your business is gonna get hard. You're gonna be in the trenches. Like, your why is why you keep going and why you keep doing it. Well, I remember sitting there thinking, like, I don't have a why. Like, I don't know why I want this. I don't know, you know, like, it's easy right now, but when it gets hard, what's going to keep me going? So I came back, and I have 5 builders on my team. I have 3 pretty serious ones. So I got the 3 of them together. I know Amanda Bice came, and then Melanie came, and I had never done a dream session myself. So I'm like, I want to do one, but I want my whole team to be there. So the 6 of us, all had dinner and then sat down and did our dream sessions. And what I think is a little bit different about like our Grand Rapids team is that, like, we're all really young. Like, 2 of the girls are still in school. One girl, Jenny, she's engaged, about to be married. So, you know, when we thought about our dreams, we're like, well, we don't have kids. We don't have, you know, we're not doing this. Like, for me, everyone's like, well, what about your house? Like, I was building the house that I always dreamed of. So I'm like, well, I can't put that down. So instead of doing like why, I did what if. So what if I could take an extra vacation? What if I could eventually be a stay-at-home mom? What if? And then it just kind of like, it just helped me like envision life a little better and be more delusional instead of like why, just what if. So I thought it went super well. It really helped. A lot of the girls on my team, you know, are younger, but they're newer. So it was nice to just be able to sit down with them and be like, okay, you know, you're still going through your organic people of everyone that is immediately interested and wants to, but then what happens in 3 months from now or 6 months from now when things slow down, like, you need something to fall back on. So it's helped a lot. And I know I have one girl that's going through that now where she's like, I'm slow. And I'm like, well, just, you know, it's personal development time, you know, focus on your why or your what ifs, and then go from there. So it helped. It was awesome as a team because it kind of got me to know what my teammates, were interested in and what they were shooting for, and where we could be in the next year, as well as they knew like where I stood and what I wanted.
Awesome. And I know Melanie was there too. Melanie, you're here. Are you unmuted?
Yes, I am.
Can you hop in and kind of talk about like what that was like to, kick one off?
Yeah, so it was quite interesting. I had been invited to several of them, but for lots of different reasons called life, I wasn't able to go to any of them. And so, Melina was actually going to go to this dream session at Kristen's, and then lo and behold, Melina yanked the rug out from underneath me in typical sister fashion. And so not only did I get to go and lead one, but I went and did my very first one while leading one, which was pretty awesome. But I think what's really awesome about that is just, whether it's Isagenix related or not, like just having goals and having dreams is like you just have to have those. And, we all have always really pushed our team to really figure out what their why is and why they want to do things and what motivates them and what drives them. And so even though I had never actually been to a dream session or done my own, it was really easy for me, very natural to lead it because I'm passionate about Isagenix. I'm very passionate about why I do Isagenix and why I share Isagenix. And, and so it was just easy to really kind of take that and just relay that onto paper. And it was so awesome to be there with that incredible group of young ladies, and they are young, and to just see their passion and to see their fire. Like that is inspirational in and of itself, to be able to be in a room and listen to people speak with their heart instead of their mind is just, it's crazy. It's crazy good.
I love that. Speak with your heart instead of your mind. Oh, so good. So good. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Kristen. Awesome. I know a couple of people were asking in the chat, you guys, can you do this with Isagenix? Not people who don't do Isagenix? Oh my gosh, yes. You guys, expose people to what we do. I mean, every single person, and this is coming from a person who, I'm telling you, 3 years ago, if you were like, Melina, you're going to make a vision board, I would have been like, you crazy. I'm not making a vision board. That is not happening. Like, I don't need that. I have a job. Like, I'm good, but I mean, I'm telling you, when you sit down, ask and you shall receive. You look at that vision board, you declare it for yourself. You look at that dream session, you declare it for yourself. Start with you, and then just bring people with you. Get a group of girlfriends together, get a group of neighbors together, you guys. If you don't feel comfortable doing it with, people on your team just yet, ask your mom to do it with you, ask siblings to do it with you. And that is no joke. Start somewhere, and get it down, and then invite people on the journey with you, dream together, and it's just, that's the one thing, you guys, that Isagenix has given me. It's given me hope. Literally, I would go through life every day. This was my life. This is how it's going to be. And I'm blessed. I have a wonderful, wonderful life, but you get status quo. You just get stuck. You're like, this is where I'm always going to be. But everybody deserves to dream. Everybody deserves to have what they desire out of this life. And when you start with yourself and you start to bring people into your circle, you guys, you naturally rise and you step into your own greatness and you become this beacon of light for other people. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is about. This isn't about a shake. And I think all of us on this call can completely agree with that. But, this is about stepping into your greatness and building people up, and, we're all here for the shakes, don't get me wrong, but, we're all here for so much more too. So, everybody who here shared tonight, you guys, thank you so much. I want to open it up for questions, you guys. I know locally, December 27th, I am hosting an event at my home, and everybody is invited to that. And anybody who wants to come and bring friends, I've put it out to people who are non-Isagenix users to come. And I'm like, hey, just come. We're doing dream boards dream sessions and vision boards, and it doesn't have to be Isagenix at all. It doesn't have to be Isagenix at all. So just start somewhere, you guys. And if you have any questions, I am here. And anybody that spoke tonight, can answer questions too. You know, because it's like once you do it, it's like, oh, I want to do another one, or I want to help somebody do this, or like I want to sit down and do this with everybody. So does anybody have any questions about dream sessions and vision boards, or does anybody have any questions for anybody on who spoke tonight? No. Does anybody have any comments? Anybody want to say anything else before we hop off? Crickets. Okay. All right.
Hey, Melina.
Awesome.
I'll talk for a second.
Hey, Katie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Tell me what
I
you
just
got,
want to
girl.
do a couple celebrations.
Yes, please do.
Ron Russin did a really good Facebook Live last week, really went out of his comfort zone and went live.
Woo-hoo,
And he
come on.
also had a really high cycle week. He had 4 cycles, which was a huge cycle week for him.
Woo!
And he enrolled somebody and turned him into a consultant right away.
Yay!
Yay! So go Ron. And then my cousin Sam Gage did a great live today, a fantastic live today, and really got out of her comfort zone. She said she was shaking the whole time she was doing it. And I think it touched a lot of people. So I wanted to celebrate both of them.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Katie. You guys, celebrating lives is huge because going live is hard.
So scary.
For everybody. I mean, it's hard for everybody. I mean, except for Casey. But yes, that's awesome. Go Ron. I had the privilege of meeting Ron last weekend at a sip and sample. He's awesome. And way to go, Sam. Your words are so awesome. You're awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Katie. Awesome. Does anybody else have any celebrations? Before I go, I have some celebrations. Or one celebration. Okay. I want to, well, 2. I have 2. I want to celebrate Tori. Tori, you're still on here, I hope. Tori, you guys did an event last Thursday, Living Your Best Life. And I was supposed to be there. And I ended up having a small group that I had to leave for church. Melanie was supposed to be there. Genevieve ended up having a concert. And Caitlin, Deja was going to be there. And then she got sick. And so Tori took this thing and she like rocked it. And Tori, tell us a little bit what happened from the event. Like what came out of the event? Because I was so excited.
Well, thank God for Amanda Bice and Stephanie, who still showed up anyway. Thank you. Love you, ladies. Always nice to have the support of the team. But I have somebody who I actually taught at Western, one of my college students who wants to enroll now, and she is interested in the opportunity side. So we're going to meet, and I'm going to show her a little bit more of the compensation plan and draw the bubbles for her. And then I had a spouse of somebody who is enrolled with me come because they're interested in the opportunity side. And after they got to see Casey and hear Jordan and just kind of see some of our team, she is interested as well. So she wants to meet and do a little bit more with the compensation plan. So that has been my struggle all along, is trying to get people to share. And so I feel like it's finally happening. And that's kind of a piece of what I wanted to mention tonight and forgot, is getting out and doing the events and like being the leader that I know I can be before I necessarily am. So people need to see me doing all these things, and they need to see me out there as a leader before they're willing to start following me. So I think that this has really brought about people who are just have been watching and are willing to join me because they see I'm not going anywhere, and like, oh, she really, like she does have a team. She has a following, and she's going to keep doing this. So it's happening.
Heck yeah, girl. I love that. And yes, I love that, the team just shows up when they can. And I love that about, I love that. I just love it. So good. So good, Tori. All right. And I also want to celebrate Amanda Bice. Woohoo! That girl rocked out a sip and sample. And I'm telling you, I have never seen so many amazing Isagenix recipes in my life. There were like salted caramel protein balls and peanut butter cookies and jingle juice and guacamole. It was awesome. Way to go, Amanda. And then I just want to give another huge shout out to, is Jordan still on here? Did he leave? I just want to reach out to, I wanted to say hey and thanks to Jordan, you guys. Jordan's always got something to say, and he probably won't even watch the recording, but he is one guy that always has your back if you reach out and ask. So, the whole one team thing goes so much further than I ever even imagined. I'm super blessed and super thankful for this entire team. So, all right, you guys, if anybody doesn't have any other celebrations or anything, we're going to go ahead and hop off. But wishing you guys, oh my gosh, Merry Christmas. And not even all of us are here. So I don't know. Let's everybody unmute and say Merry Christmas, and we'll make sure we record it. Do it. Unmute. Do it. Do I say? All right. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Kristen, you are muted. All right. Well, on 3, we'll say Merry Christmas, and then we'll all take off. All right. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. All right, you guys. Love you. Awesome call.
Love you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.